welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be having revision in science. I know you love science because science is so interesting. So I want you to sit down quietly, make sure the room is silent, and pay good attention because after watching this video, you're going to do some little classroom tasks for me. So let's go! Now we are going to be talking about the five senses. Can you remember your five senses? We have the sense of sight, the sense of hearing, the sense of taste, the sense of touch, and the sense of smell. And we also have the sense organs attached to these senses. For sight is the eyes, for hearing is the ears, for taste is your tongue and your mouth, for touch is your hand and your skin, and for smell it is your nose. Now we've moved on to fruits and vegetables. Can you remember how to tell the difference between fruits and vegetables? Well, I'll remind you. Fruits have seeds in them, while vegetables do not have seeds in them. A vegetable can be a leaf, it can be a stalk, and it can be a root. So, I'm going to read what's on the screen. Read with me. If it grows on a tree, it is a fruit. Examples are mangoes, apples, oranges, bananas, etc. If it grows under the soil as a root, it is a vegetable. Examples are potatoes, yams, carrots. If it is a stalk or stem that we can eat, it is a vegetable. Examples are celery and rhubarb. If it is a leaf, it is a vegetable. Examples are lettuce, cabbage, bitter leaf. Here are some examples of some fruits. I want you to look at them really closely and read them because in the next few seconds you're going to be mentioning 6 different fruits you can see. So I'm giving you 5 seconds. Now stop. Now. Here are some vegetables. I can see red pepper, onions, cauliflower, garlic, lettuce, asparagus, carrots, mushroom, beets, green beans, broccoli, corn, cabbage, and sweet potato. I'm sure you saw them too. Now I'm going to give you a few seconds to look really closely and memorize 6 of these vegetables because you're going to mention them to me. So start memorizing. Time up. Now we're going to be talking about herbivores. What are herbivores? Herbivores are animals that eat only vegetables. They eat grass and they eat all the other kind of vegetables that can be a leaf, a root, or a stem. Some examples of herbivores are the giraffe, the cow, and the sheep. Can you tell me 3 more examples of herbivores? I'm listening. Good job. Look closely at this picture. What group of animals are these? If you said carnivores, you're absolutely correct. Carnivores are animals that eat raw flesh. The lion, the tiger, the blue whale are all carnivores. Can you give me 3 more examples of some carnivores you know? All right. You're just so wonderful. This group of animals here are called omnivores. Like you know, omnivores are animals that eat flesh, a little flesh, and plants. So they eat some flesh and they eat some vegetables. Human beings, bears, and chickens are all examples of omnivores. I'm sure you can come up with 2 more animals that are omnivores. Excellent job, my little darling. Now, we're going to be talking about another way we classify living things, or another way we classify animals. Animals can be divided into vertebrates and invertebrates. What are vertebrates, you may ask? Vertebrates are animals that have a backbone and a skeleton. Are you a vertebrate? Of course you are. You have a backbone and you have a skeleton inside your body. Vertebrates include mammals, birds, reptiles, fishes, except the jellyfish, and amphibians. Some examples are that cute little puppy dog, kitten, and human beings. Now, on the other hand, what are invertebrates? Invertebrates are animals that do not have a backbone. That means they do not have skeletons in their bodies. All insects, worms, snails, and crabs are invertebrates. Some examples include this cute little worm, the beautiful butterfly, and nice Mr. Crab. Can you think of other invertebrates? Good job! What group of animals are these? These are fishes. Fishes are vertebrates, which means they have a skeleton inside their bodies. Their bodies are covered with scales. Fishes are cold-blooded, which means they have to stay in a warm place for them to get warm, else they just have cold, clammy skin. Fishes are oviparous, which means they lay eggs. These are some examples of fishes. The clownfish and the blue whale. I wonder if you can give me some examples. I'd like to hear too from you. Excellent job. Look at some beautiful birds. We have the parrot, the peacock, and the eagle. Birds are warm-blooded animals. Their body temperature is always warm. They don't need to go to warm places to feel nice and warm. Birds are vertebrates. That means they have skeletons in their bodies. Birds can fly, but not all birds can fly. Ostriches don't fly. Birds' bodies are covered with, you said it, feathers. Birds are lovely animals. They are so beautiful. Sometimes I wish I can fly just like a bird. Can you tell me what group these animals belong to? They belong to the group of amphibians. Amphibians are cold-blooded animals, remember? And they lay jelly eggs in water. They have cold, slimy skin. Amphibians live the first part of their lives in water, and as they grow older, they move on and they begin to live on land. However, whenever they want to have their little babies, they want to lay their eggs, they go back into the water to lay their eggs. What are the names of these amphibians? We have the frog and we have a toad. The salamander and the newt are also amphibians, remember? That's a nice picture of them. Nice but kind of yucky. Ugh. It's time to talk about reptiles. Let's read it together. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals that are vertebrates. They have rough, scaly skin. Some live in water, like crocodiles, while some live on land, like lizards. They may be carnivores, herbivores, or omnivores. Reptiles lay hard, leathery eggs. Some examples of reptiles are turtles, lizards, snakes, crocodiles, alligators, geckos, etc. Reptiles are another group of animals. Here are some examples of some reptiles. I can see a tortoise, a snake, a crocodile, and a lizard. Can you give me 2 more examples of reptiles? Great job! Can you see this beautiful picture of these lovely animals? I can see, I think that's a hamster, a rabbit, a kitty cat, a parrot. I can see a big dog and a little dog, and I can see some frogs in front of them. I can see some fishes in a fishbowl, and I can see a bird perched on the fishbowl. I think it wants to eat a fish. I can see another hamster, and I can see a snake. Guess what? All these animals are pets. What are pets? Pets are animals that people keep, human beings keep, for companionship. Sometimes they just want to play with them like their little friends, and they just love them. I have a pet, like I told you before. I have a pet dog, and her name is Phoenix. I have to take good care of my pets, you know. You know, when your pets live at home, they left their mummies and their daddies, and they live with you now. So now you're their mummy and you're their daddy, and you have to take good care of them the way mummy and daddy takes good care of you. You may say, Miss Frances, but what do I do to take care of my pets? Well, I'll tell you. Make sure you give them good food and water. Make sure you play with them. They love to be played with. Make sure you give them a wash, because if you don't do that, they get dirty and smelly. Make sure that when they feel ill, you take them to the vet. The vet is a doctor that takes care of animals. And make sure you love them, because they'll be lonely without you. Do you have a pet? If you don't, maybe you can ask mommy and daddy to get you one. Not now, when you're way older. Can you tell me something else you can do to take care of your pets? That is just awesome. I'd like to hear more from you very soon when we see in our live classes. You tell me more ways you can take care of your pets. Lovely children, I just want to remind you that God made us all different. We are all diverse, but we have to love one another and work together with other people. Just as God made animals look different, make human beings look different, that's how He made the whole world different. However, He wants us to love each other, to live in unity, and to live in peace with each other. We are not supposed to fight with each other, neither are we supposed to compare ourselves with each other, thinking we are better than other people just because we look different from them or just because they look different from us. But we should love everybody and live in unity with everybody in spite of our differences and our diversity. God loves you, and I love you too. Bye, babies.